Welcome back. Alright, there on this turbo there are water ports on the G35, and there's fins that come with the turbo, and for a while I was trying to figure out how to run these. So what I'm going to do, there's some water lines that go to your throttle body. So, and here's one on you. It goes from here to there. So I'm going to splice into that hose, add a T, and I got this water line, actually it's this one, that goes into one of the ends. It doesn't matter which end it is, I don't think. So if you want to make this side the hot end and this cold, or this cold, this hot, it doesn't really matter. So for me, this is going to be cold, this is going to be the hot, so this is going to be the hot side into this. So I'm going to splice it into that, and then the cold side goes on this hose right here. So I'm going to cut this hose, take a little bit of, take a little chunk out, and add a T in there so the water has somewhere to go. So I got one done right there. Alright, so yeah, it took about a 1/2 inch out of it. Add the T. It did have to notch the T a little bit, so you don't want it to hit the round curved part. So added the T. So I'm gonna add two clamps here, and I'm gonna put the stock clamps back on, and then I'm gonna add a clamp to this hose, and it should be, working. So let's see. Alright, here's my first hose done for the hot side. This hose is, I want to say is it a quarter inch hose, but these fittings that come with the turbo, that's a 3/8. So I had to force, I lubed it up with some transmission fluid and used some elbow grease to get them on. Finally got them on. I don't think anything's gonna happen to it. It's not gonna slip off or anything. I got it nice and tight on them hoses. So the hot side is done. Everything's clamped on top, clamped here, clamp that hose, clamp the bottom one, and then use the stock clamps for that one. So that's number one. So this one right here is for the cold side, and that one runs through this hose to the bottom radiator hose. So that's my next thing to do. Let me show you this intercooler piping that I was planning on doing. I got this 3" to 2.5" 45 going straight down to a 90, and that's as far as I've gone. And then for the turbo, I'm put a 90 here. Let me go get it. Let me get it. Alright. Now I'm waiting on another 90 that I ordered. But it goes into the here. So both of them go in that hole. I don't even remember what that hole went for. And then a 90 on the end of that. And then I still have to figure out down here. I got 190 on there already. I know I'm going to have to cut that to make it fit into this intercooler. I got plenty of these that came with the universal kit from eBay. So the sun's kind of in the way. That's what I'm working on. This turbo, I got the 2J Racing manifold. I had to weld this 90 onto the turbo housing. I got the Musa wastegate. I'm going to wrap this up with the same wrap I did with the header. And then I got a turbo blanket that I'm going to put on. I may take this off and just have a flange and just weld the pipe to go down or go up, however I want it. I mean, right now I got a V-band that goes up, which I'm gonna keep for a while until I get the car running, and then I may take it to a muffler shop or whatever and go down. So you see, I don't really have a whole bunch of room. I can move this hose around a little bit to get it in there. Dipstick's got to go in that hole right there. I cut the little flange off the dipstick because I may turn it so it comes out this way instead of over here. So I got everything bolted down, header bolted down, got the intake cleaned up. I need to block this off because it's going here. There was a hose that goes from here to there. I'm gonna block this off and have that go into the oil catch can, which is right there, and same as this. So this and this one is going to go in the oil catch can. I need to work on the fuel regulator, fuel going in, fuel going into the here, and I also have on my fuel rail a port that goes out right here for a return line. So that's that. But yeah, it's coming together slowly but surely. I'm gonna paint that intake or that valve cover. I'm gonna paint that valve cover, but it's not bolted down. It's still loose. That's it, man. I wrapped all the wires as much as I can. You know, I ain't a professional at this stuff, but I do want to make it look good and at least hold up for a little while. For the oil catch can, I'm gonna make a spacer that goes between here, because if I don't, it's gonna hit this, and then when I bolt it up, I can straighten it up. Let's see. Just like, alright, yeah, like that. See, right now it don't really fit in there. It's gonna be tight. It's a tight squeeze, man. I don't want to scratch it up. I don't want to scratch stuff up. But that's where that's going. That's be another video. This upper radiator hose is going to be a bitch because this is in the way. So I may have to rig something up to kind of go under it, into it, which is no problem. That's going to be way later. I ain't worried about that right now. So that's it, man. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, there's the picture. Hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep following, man.